I'm here on the Young Hollywood sofa with the brilliant David Arquette. How are you?
I'm great.
You are brilliant. You're just a legend.
You're brilliant.
You just bring a ray of energy into a room when he comes in. It just makes you happy. You can't help but be happy around David.
Oh,
it's true.
Thank you.
And you're looking very well, very sporty today. I like it.
Thank you.
Did you dress yourself?
I do. I typically dress
Look at
myself.
that. It hasn't gone to his head. The Hollywood world.
No.
No stylist needed. Well, you can definitely afford it because of Celebrity Name Game.
That's right.
It's doing pretty well. It's
it is.
on in over 93% of the country. It's airing.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, game shows are fun. I like it.
It looks like fun.
It's my sort of thing. I'm all about fun in general. I just like having fun. I like games.
Right.
The King.
The King, Elvis Presley.
Yes. He's the greatest. Boxer.
Rocky.
No, actual person.
Oh, actual person.
I am the greatest.
I am the greatest. Eli.
Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee.
B.
Pass. Pass. Sorry. He did not have sexual relations with
Bill
that.
Clinton.
Take us through this process. How did it? Because it was 3 years in the making. Is that right? 3 years.
Yeah, we were approached by Laura and Rick, these two people who have board game called Identity Crisis. And essentially it's the, parlor game people play in their houses called Celebrity.
Right.
So you just you get a name, you just give a bunch of, hints to who the person is without saying the name. So we took that, we got, Craig Ferguson attached.
Which is
And
great.
Yeah,
it's not a bad
amazing.
host to get.
He's the greatest. I
Right.
mean, the guy's got such a free spirit, and he thinks on his toes, and he's just a real sweetheart. Like, he's just a good person,
Right.
and he just brings an energy that's what makes the whole show, really. And then we shot the pilot, and it didn't get picked up, and we shopped it around. Then we met Debmar-Mercury and Fremantle,
Right.
and they're the best in the whole game show world, and they saw the potential, and they packaged it and vamped it, and now here we are.
Just shows you though, didn't get picked up at first, and now it's everywhere.
That's it.
insane.
You can't give up.
You
In
can't give up. Hollywood, you
cannot
can't give up.
No, you can never give up. Some people, I've been professionally working for 27 years, and sometimes people get fed up, and they don't come from LA, and they're here, and they're actors, and they're like, I just can't take it anymore. I feel that way all the time too. And I say to them, well, listen, you can leave, and you'll never make it.
Right.
You can stick around, bust your ass, and keep on hustling, and you never know. That's Hollywood, right?
It's good advice there. It's good advice. You could put that on a T-shirt. You should. You should. And talking about not giving up, so these contestants come on the show, they team up with a celebrity, and they compete for 20 grand, which is nice.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, it's a little bit down to a science. Like, we know, within a certain thing that we can have, this many people are probably going to win this year. But it amounts to enough that it's every 3 or 4 episodes, someone wins 20 grand.
Does it get worrying if they start to win, if people keep winning?
No, we want them to win.
Okay.
No.
Okay. But you have some amazing guests on the show as well, because as I said, the celebrities team up with the contestants. Who's been a favourite so far? Obviously you can't pick out one, but if you were going to.
Well, I went on with Courtney, which is always fun.
Right.
We produced it together. And then Lisa Kudrow came on as well, who was amazing. And Luke Perry is a dear friend, and he loves games, and he was really good. And Will Sasso's amazing, just thinks on his toes.
Right.
That's when it's the best, when people are they think on their toes, they like to play games, and they have fun. That's when it's always...
Who hasn't been on the show that you would love to bring on? If you could have anyone, if you had your pick of anyone in the world, as crazy as it might be.
To me, I like improv people, so Eugene Levy, or Christopher Guest, or I don't know, I mean, probably not their scene, but I love,
Why not? Everyone has such a laugh on that show, though. I've noticed everyone
Sherry
is
O'Terry,
really
I think
enjoying
she did it. She's amazing.
Right.
Paul Rubens, who's a good friend of mine, I'd like him to do. People who are improv-based,
Right.
that's where I like.
What's your personal favourite game show of all time?
Well, my grandfather was on an old game show called Hollywood Squares. And he was the bottom left hand on the original Hollywood Squares, so I have an affinity to that. There's also a show called What's Your Line? Which it was the people's job to figure out what line of work they were in. That was one of the longest running game shows of all time. And the one with no whammies, I don't know what it's called, Password maybe? No, Password's a different one. I like all
You
those
really
things.
love game shows, I can
do.
tell. Yeah, you're-
Absolutely. The $100,000 pyramid. My favorite though, probably of all time, the dating game.
of course.
I mean, and then like the set and the music, that's just my whole flavor.
See, you just mentioned to me before the interview started that you built a music setup at your house.
Yes, I
We
did.
should build a game show setup and do our own dating game at the house.
Well, I got news for you. I do a mad bingo.
This is why he's always happy. See what I mean? Look at the life he lives. He finishes interviews, he goes executive produces shows, a bit of acting, then he goes plays bingo. He's got it down to a T.
I mean, bingo is one of the true like joys of life, really.
Obviously. So yeah, we mentioned you're on your acting.
Yeah.
What else can you tell us about other projects and stuff?
Well, I have a film coming out in Los Angeles called The Key.
The Key.
Which I did with Bai Ling, and Jeffrey Levy's the director, and it's insane.
It's insane. It sounds like a great cast as well.
It's pretty
already,
much
yeah.
the craziest film I've ever done, which is saying a lot. It was taken from a Japanese author who was like the Hemingway of Japan. And it was like in the 30s, and he wrote this really like sexual book about diaries, like this guy's diary about how he loves his wife so much. He just wants to please her, and she never shows him any love. And she like gets too drunk and passes out, and he has sex, which is like very creepy because it's kind of
It's a fine line.
it's a
It's a
fine
fine
line.
line.
It's a very
It's a
fine
fine
line,
line.
and it's awkward. But then she's kind of into it, and then there's like brings up affairs, and but the bottom line is that it's
There's so many guys watching this now
I'm
saying,
telling
I
you.
can relate.
you want to
Yes.
see this. I mean, they actually want to see it just because it's complete and utter madness, and it's like sexually the craziest film I've ever done.
I watched it and it's you can't help but laugh at some of these people. Not that I'm laughing at them, but the woman, if you're watching this, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Craig Ferguson, standing right next to her.
I know. Oh, there's a lot of pressure, but thank you. You're
Check
a
it out.
legend.
Celebrity Name Game. David Arquette.